Loop affirmations will literally change your life. But why are they so powerful? You have to think of the subconscious exactly like a car. It doesn't care where you're going. It doesn't care what time you're leaving. It doesn't care whether you're going in 50-degree heat or 20-inch snow. It's designed to get you from A to B. You're sat there blaming the car for taking you to Timbuktu, but you're the driver. Your conscious thoughts are the driver to your subconscious, which is why the circumstances that you're in literally don't matter. It's an old story. But loop affirmations are the quickest way to get you out of whatever it is that you're in and get you where you want to be. You have to remember that affirmations are just thoughts. We think 60 to 70,000 thoughts per day. So all we're doing when we're looping affirmations are choosing better programs. That's what we're doing. We're choosing new beliefs to imprint into our subconscious, so then it can start going out and creating that exact reality. So I realized that loop affirmations were powerful when I was owed some money by someone that I hadn't heard from in months. And I was like, okay, he's not replying to my messages. He's ghosting me and ignoring me. Let's try it a different way. I really had no expectations. I hadn't really used loop affirmations before. When I say by the end of the day, I swear, by the end of the day, the money was in my account with a big apology message on WhatsApp as well to accompany the money. And I was like, oh my God, this actually works. Which then influenced me to do it again when the relationship had dissolved with my partner, ex-partner, and it was completely irreparable, and we were blocked. I was blocked on WhatsApp, and I was on a flight, and I was like, okay, I've got some time, let's do it. I did the loop affirmations for an hour, and then just forgot about it. When I say he turned up at my Airbnb the next day, like, I can't make this stuff up. The loop affirmations are not a joke, but they are so powerful because they are replacing your old belief system at a much faster rate. So imagine that you've been in a relationship and it's dissolved, right? And you look back at the relationship and you see all your projections that you had onto this relationship, and you would think thoughts maybe 2 or 3 times per day. He's not going to stay with me, she doesn't want to be with me, there's hotter guys than me, there's more beautiful girls than me, whatever it is. And you think it 2 or 3 times a day. These thoughts influence your feelings, and gradually you feel a little bit more insecure. You start acting a little bit smaller, or you start acting out, right? And these feelings affect your behaviors, which affect the outcome. Now, imagine when you want to uncreate that situation and you start looping 1 to 2 affirmations, your new beliefs, your new thoughts, 1,000 times per day, 500 times per day. You are doing months of inner work in the space of a day. Now extrapolate that over a week, a month, 2 months. You're a completely new person just from looping 1 to 2 affirmations. That's the reason why they are literally so powerful. And it's really not a technique. It's just new thoughts. It's just imprinting your brain with new beliefs. It's just doing what you've already been doing your entire life, but in a more positive way. The key here is to choose 1 to 2 affirmations that are very easy for your subconscious to understand, such as, I am a master at manifesting. Why do I always get everything I want? Those are perfect, right? To always get everything that you want. Why am I so lucky? And you loop this over and over again, hundreds of times a day, 1,000 times a day. You start to get what you want. You start to see it show up in your reality. Why? Because your subconscious doesn't care. It's just printing out what you give to it. That's the whole point. Ignore your past failures. Ignore the circumstance. No matter how bad things are, it doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter. And you persist as if it was impossible to fail, because it literally is. When you are telling yourself over and over and over again, I'm a master at manifesting, it's quite obvious that that's what's going to happen. You can't become bad at manifesting when you're telling yourself that. When you're feeding yourself that kind of program, it's impossible to be bad at manifesting. When you're telling yourself that you are beautiful, it's impossible to feel ugly. Repetition and persisting and doing this over and over again for a week, it doesn't take long. When you're repeating and persisting, you start to see the 3D show it back to you in a very short space of time, because you're literally plucking out the weeds. You're going to the source and you are attacking it head on. This is the power of loop affirmations. It's literally transformational. Okay, so let's make it as easy as possible. For me, I was a bit intense. I did it for an hour, 2 hours when I wanted something, and it happens, right? If that's what you want to do, then do it. But let's make this easeable. That's a new word. You want to use a 5-minute method 10 times per day. And yes, you can do it. You pick up your phone more than 10 times per day. And you want to be choosing 1 to 3 affirmations. So one will be your self-concept affirmation, such as I'm a master at manifesting. I always get everything I want. Why is everything so easy for me? That's one. Choose one of those. And then whatever you want to manifest. So say you want to manifest more money, be like, oh my God, I literally just made insert amount. Why is it so easy for me to make insert amount? Why is money so obsessed with me? Right? You'll pick 1 to 3 out of those affirmations, for example, and then 10 times per day for 5 minutes, you will loop those affirmations over and over and over again. Now, if you can't do that, then do it for 10 minutes. If you can't do that, then do it for 30 minutes, whatever it is. But the key here is that when you do these loop affirmations, it's all very well and good. You've set your timer, you feel good, and you really start to feel it as well. Like when you're saying I'm a master manifester, when you're saying I'm worthy, I love myself, when you're saying, of course they just text me, they're obsessed with me, when you're saying the money's obsessed with me, you start to feel good, right? Words influence your feelings. Your words are creating your reality. They're so powerful. So you can start to feel it instantly. But when you come out of that time for 30 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever you choose to do, make sure that you're not then going back and being like, they haven't texted me, or where's the money? See, I knew it wasn't going to happen. How am I going to pay for this? That's so expensive, right? Please, everybody stop saying things are expensive. You really have to get those kind of words out of your vocabulary. That's a story for another day. But you start to go back to your old program. So you are then like strengthening an already deep program that you have while just saying an affirmation for 5 minutes, a new affirmation for 5 minutes. What do you think is going to win, right? So you have to be so mentally strong so that when you come out of your loop affirmation time or whatever it is, you have those things that happen to you, and you may have that old program come up, but you have a rampage ready to go. I actually include a free rampage in my affirmation package, so the link is down below. But an example of a rampage would be, I mean, I have mine here. It's kind of a lot for YouTube because I've made it like my own, right? It's like exhilarating, it's exciting, it's got curse words in. Like, I don't know if I should be sharing it with everyone, but it's just like my self-concept is amazing. I'm literally a dream girl. Everything in my life is perfect, And you just go on a rampage for 5 minutes in the mirror when you're feeling that anxiety about the 3D, when you're feeling those emotions about the circumstance, in conjunction with your loop affirmations. You have to do this with all of the techniques that you incorporate into your life. So whether you're scripting, whether you're meditating, whether you're, listening to affirmations in the evening, you still have to keep on top of your mental diet so that you have 3 affirmations ready to go when the old program comes up. Like, say you've just done your loop affirmations and you're like, I've just made X amount of money, right? You're going over and over and over again. And then you come out and you get a big bill, right? You've just got a big bill from, I don't know, someone, right? And you've got to pay however much. And this is testing you. This is a test. So what do? You have 1 to 3 affirmations ready to go, being like, I can afford anything. Why is everything so easy for me? Why is money so obsessed with me? Why is my bank account always full? I'm literally flooded with opportunities to make money today, every day, and right now. And you just go on a rampage, and that bill, that circumstance, diffuses itself. It dissolves in front of your eyes. It cannot exist in this new environment. So this is the power of loop affirmations, but also in conjunction with your mental diet, telling yourself that you're worthy, that you're loved, and sleeping with affirmations on in the evening. So I hope this helps. Let me know how you go. Comment down below if you've ever used loop affirmations, and let me know all your success stories after you've watched this video. You are worthy, you are loved, I love you. Thank you.